What's going on, guys? So before I begin the topic of this video, I want to apologize for taking so long to make another video. I've been really busy with school, work, and I have a kid too. For those of you that don't know, I'm a teen dad, or was a teen dad. I'm 20 now, but I've been really busy, and now that school's over and I have a lot more free time, I really want to get more consistent with making my videos. You guys have been supporting me so much. I get subscribers every day. You guys are still using my code like crazy. You guys spent almost $8,000 last month, so I can't thank you guys enough for supporting me and things like that. And you guys have been DMing me a lot of questions. Right now, especially regarding diet, like getting lean for the summer, what my diet is, things like that. So that's what I want to make my video on, dieting, best way to get shredded. One last thing before I start, I'm really excited to announce something in the next couple of weeks regarding a PCT company. You guys always ask me if I have telemethine, like if I can still get it, like any PCT places, and I don't know any because the reality is very hard to get them, but I will be announcing something in the next couple of weeks you guys need to look out for, and I think you guys will be really, really happy with what it is when the time comes. But so anyways, let's get started on the video. So best diet for getting shredded. I know a lot of people make these videos. Some people overcomplicate it. Some people don't know what they're talking about. And maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to give you my opinion anyways, because if you're subscribed to the channel, you probably value my opinion somewhat. So how I'm beginning my diet, or how I've been starting my diet the past month, I have been out of it too. Like I said, I've been busy, so I haven't been going to the gym a lot. But so far, so good. I'm losing weight at a good rate, 1.5 to 2 pounds a week, and I plan on continuing to do that for a couple of weeks at least. So how do I do my diet? So I've tried every diet you can think of: keto, high fat, low carb, high carb, high protein, low protein, whatever. I've tried it, and what I figured is that, like, what I've really came up with is that when you overthink those kinds of things, you just waste, if you overthink those things, you just waste so much time thinking about them that, like, you'll always be OCD about it, and you'll always be all over the place, and you won't get consistent results because you can't stick with the same thing. So I like to do just things really simple personally. So when I start I usually try to cut for 8 to 10 weeks. I personally like to cut aggressively, like right off the bat. Okay, I don't like to do things slowly. If you're in a contest prep or something that's completely different, you should definitely do things slowly. But if you're just trying to get ready for the summer and look good, I think there's no reason for you not to be aggressive with your diet. Aside from the fact that you can't be consistent with it and you might be into temptations and things like that, then you should definitely take a slow approach to dieting. But if you guys want to know how I do it, I personally get pretty aggressive with my cutting. So, and I guess that's relative too, because like I said, contest prep is grueling. Like I don't know what contest prep is like. Like, I've been really shredded before, but I wouldn't say stage level shredded. Just, like, aesthetically pleasing shredded. But so personally, when I'm in bulking or in a maintenance phase, my calories will be close to 32 to 3,300, right? I will drop it right away down to like 2,400 calories. So that's like 1,000 calorie drop. And people think cutting aggressively is going to ruin your thyroid and all that. It's not true at all, unless you're doing it for prolonged periods of time. If you're aggressively cutting for 16 plus weeks, at that point you'll notice that your testosterone levels are getting much lower. Your thyroid is taking a hit, things like that. Like, most of the issues that come from aggressive dieting are from prolonged periods of time. So that's something people really need to understand too. So like I said, I'll take it from 3,300 calories all the way down to 2,400. And so my macros at that point are typically like, I usually do 1.5 grams per pound of lean body mass. So that's like my shredded weight's like 150. So 1.5 times that would be like, what, 225. So that's right around where my protein is. So 900 calories right there. My fats will be around 0.4 to 0.5 grams of lean body mass, so 60 to 70 grams. Usually I like to keep it at like 70 because fats are more satiating. So that would be 600 calories. That's 1,500 right there. So 900 calories left going towards carbohydrates, right? And that will be 225 grams left over. So I usually do 225, and then 60, 70, yeah, whatever I said, 70 grams of fat. So that's how I start my diet, and I will taper down from there. Depending on how my weight loss is going. So I want to do 1.5 to 2 pounds a week typically. And if I'm not getting that, I will drop my calories by 100. So usually by the end of my cut, which is like I said, 8 to 10 weeks, I'll be at like 225 protein, 150 carbs, and then like 60 to 70 fat still. So that comes out to what? 400, 150. Yeah, wait, hold on, my math's off. 600 plus 900, 1500 plus 600. So my calories are usually close to 2000. So I cut pretty aggressively. I never get to like 1900, maybe for like a week or so. But usually it gets down to 2000 and I can get shredded doing that. My training is usually fairly high volume, 15 to 20 sets per workout. I usually take 4 to 5 sets to true failure. The rest of them, are like 1 to 2 reps short of failure, just um, basic high volume training. I'll train 5 to 6 days a week, and I like to be aggressive with cardio right off the start. Relatively aggressive. I need to keep saying relatively because everyone's opinions are different. But 20 minutes of cardio a day I start with, and then like I said, when I stop losing weight, I will, or at the rate that I want to, I'll drop calories 100 and I will up my cardio by 10 minutes. And usually by the end, I'll be at like not even too much, probably like 30 to 40 minutes, like 45 max a day of cardio, and that will get me shredded. So like I said, everyone's different. If you're obese and you watch this video, it's going to be different for you. If you're, my weight, it's going to be different for you. If you're way more jacked than me, it's going to be different for you. And aggressive is completely relative on the person. But you guys always ask what my calories are and things like that when I'm getting lean. So that's how I do my approach. Like some people can be on 2,700 calories and be completely depleted. So that's something that you'll have to gauge on your own. In terms of supplements that I use, like I've showed you guys, I have a video on the supplements I take, but additional ones I take when I'm trying to lose fat, I will use sometimes a thyroid precursor supplement, so you can find those somewhere. As long as you're not using them for too long, it doesn't suppress your thyroid levels, but it does help with fat loss. Yohimbine hydrochloride, you don't want to get the bark. The bark will give you fucking cold sweats. So will the hydrochloride if you start too high, but you want to taper your dosage up. There's a calculator that you can find online, or you can find somewhere online what a good yohimbine dosage is. So I use yohimbine too, and then caffeine and maybe green tea extract. Those are some things that will not make you lose fat, but they will help in the process in general in terms of losing fat. So yeah, that's personally how I do my diet cutting for summer. Like I said, you guys asked me a lot, so I just made a video on it. If you guys have any questions, anything else, feel free to comment down below. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys have any video suggestions, please feel free to give me any suggestions on videos you want to see. And if you guys want to use my code for my SARM company that I'm affiliated with, it's narrowslabs.com. My code is Samir25. I will put it in the link down below. And yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching.